Peace and blessings, family. Like, share, subscribe. I just wanted to do a review of yet another Umar shit show. Literally. That's why we're calling this Toilet Tunde. And there goes Umar, basically spreading sage over that rock. And listen, at least we know one thing. I mean, before we thought that he was sitting on a rock full of bird mess. It turns out that wasn't bird mess. That was sage or incense or whatever the fuck he's chanting in that. But you Umar supporters, I just got one thing to say to you. Go suck your mother. That's it. All right, you can go fuck yourselves. I mean, Umar's basically showing you that this school ain't never gonna fucking open. Never going to open. You mean to tell me that this Negro running around with, might as well be running around with fucking, that might as well be fucking weed as opposed to sage or incense. He's walking around a school that clearly isn't finished. We're 2 years into this, Negro. 2 years. And you mean to tell me all you have to show for it is a rock filled with fucking weed and shit and putting out chants, and he's invoking all the names, or names are just coming to his mind. Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, and might as well be Shaka Khan and Michael Jackson and Jay-Z. And he just throw out anybody. Just throw anybody out there. Fuck it. I mean, this right now, he's trying to tell us that this school is going to open. And what's so funny about this, and keep in mind, when you see him out there, for those people who are from other parts of the country, it is freezing cold right now in the East Coast. I mean, freezing. And this cat just has nothing more than a hoodie and a beard. You see him when he's talking, he's just spittling all over the place and shit because he's freezing. All right? But what really bothers me is when he goes into this school. Again, 2 years in and no traction on this school whatsoever. All right? And also during this whole tirade, he's talking about, listen, you got to be all in. Either you with me or you against me. Either if you're not with me, you can't be halfway, and you got to be 100% full time. That was basically a shot at all the everybody who's supposedly supporting him. All right, the dick and mouth Durrells, the MAGA TCs, TC the trumpet, and all those other cats who are in that echo chamber, taking time to write it. Now I understand why this dude, TC, said, oh, I'm not in the Umar business anymore, which is a lie. And by the way, how stupid do you feel now going after Lennon? What do you have to go after Lennon for at this point? See, you can only attack Mr. Rogers for so long, especially if Mr. Rogers doesn't respond to you. All right? Umar, here's another thing that Umar got to give him props for, which Umar was right on. Umar was saying, listen, don't be mad because you're not as charismatic as me and you're not as great a speaker. He's right. Umar gives good content. Umar, you're right. Umar's not going to give you the content that a Lennon Honor gives you as far as entertainment's concerned. Lennon entertains you in a different way. He gives you the soft way, but Umar, all Umar had to do was stay quiet and let people go after Lennon. But nah, you couldn't help yourself. And now you just gave us this is a full month's worth of content as he opens up the door to that bomb shelter. And this is over in the courtyard too. The courtyard, by the way, this is how stupid the Umarians are. You had that gay dude, Stephen Decano, go over there, and as well as others, going back through the courtyard. They haven't even fixed the fence yet in that motherfucker. You can't even buy a fence from Home Depot to fix, but here he is. This is the gym. Look at this. All right? Remember all that sweeping they were doing? Still haven't gotten that done. Look at that. That's sewer water. I'm going to show you how that's sewer water in a second. That's fucking sewer water in that shit. You haven't even swept it up. Look at all the holes in the wall. Come on, man. Hasn't cleaned this place up as yet. But this right here, what he shows you, he was bragging about, oh, well, look, we got electricity in here. You should have kept the lights off. I wish the lights should have just stayed off in this shit, because look at this shit. He's saying that the bathroom is good in condition. You know why the water's out there? Because of that. You see that? Because the pipes aren't in. You see all that yellow shit right there? You're going to see a theme right there. Look at on the toilets and shit when you go through that. You see that down there? All of that shit in the toilet, that was on the sink. All right? All of that yellow shit that you see. I don't know if that's piss or someone took a shit and left it there. You mean to tell me you're showing this, you couldn't even take a chance to clean it up? All right, now he's going to go to the woman's bathroom, and this is what disgusts me the most. This is what's the most disgusting about it. Check it out. He goes into the woman's bathroom. Somebody punched a hole in the wall, clearly, but check out what this motherfucker says. He's still trying to convince us that the pipes are good. But listen to what this motherfucker says. Listen to this shit.
Somebody came in here, and that's what they did to us, brothers and sisters. That's what they did to us, brothers and sisters, but we have the lights on.
Okay, now, first of all, who's they? Who the fuck do you think he's talking about when he says, look at what they did to us? He's talking about black people. This is the reason why fuck Umar, fuck his followers, fuck all of you Negroes. You got to understand, Umar is, the people who appeal to Umar are self-loathing coons. People like D. Durrell, who says that, yes, 10% of black people should be wiped out. 10% of black boys should be wiped out. He said that when he was speaking to Lenin. Get the video. So did TC the Trumpet. All of them dudes are maggot dudes, by the way. Black maggots. Fuck those. They got nerves to call people coons. All of them are black maggot motherfuckers. Just woke, like, oh, we woke. You know, we getting behind Trump and this QAnon shit. The fuck out of here with this. This is who Umar appeals to. You wonder why they ride for him so much? Because Umar hates black people, and he says it in a way that makes it cool to attack black folks. Just like going to trifling black folks. This is who he's talking. First of all, how are you? You know how hard it is to break a toilet, what they use to break toilets? So someone's going to come in there with a mallet. You need a mallet. You literally need a steel mallet to break the fucking toilet. First of all, why would someone want to break the toilet? Who would go in there and break it? And what's the purpose? Is there some hidden drug cache hidden under there and shit? What was the purpose of breaking the toilet? Here's what you're looking at. When you look at the holes and when you look at the filth and you look at the water and shit, for 2 years this Negro has done nothing to curtail to fix up that school. He hasn't done the roof, because you look up in the roof, there's still holes in the roof. He hasn't done the floors. He hasn't painted over anything. He has done nothing. And at the end of the day, this whole thing is set up to blame black people for this inevitable failure of a school that ain't gonna fucking open. This is why this man should be dragged. Fuck you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was gonna make a video saying we should stop doing Umar videos because basically we need to stop doing Umar videos, you know, move on to something else so Umar can just focus on the school, and he can focus on the school, right? And you know, he won't have any excuse, but he's not gonna allow us to do. He's gonna find a way to blame black people for this shit not opening. All right. There's a bunch of people. I can't even call you smart anymore if you still rolling with Umar and this bullshit. Yeah, understand. There's some black folks that are just dumb. Some of us are just fucking dumb. Some of us are dumb, and Umar knows this, and he knows that people are still gonna eat up the rhetoric as he walks through. Look at this. That's sewer water, folks. Everything you see is sewer water. Even when you go inside the fucking inside the office, he hasn't even changed the furniture. What is this, the place he sleeps and shit? This may be the place he sleeps. Remember that in my original video you saw the futons and all that shit? Listen, y'all. All the Umar followers, y'all still riding with this shit. It's on you. It's on you. And look at this. You mean to tell me, hold up a second. You mean to tell me this Negro hasn't even gotten rid of the old uniforms of the school? You mean to tell me with all that money you couldn't even put together like new uniforms? He's still, even when you go through this, the sneakers are still there. He's left the dirty sneakers in this motherfucker. And listen, y'all, 2 years he hasn't even pulled out the uniform. Something else is going on here. There's something he didn't pay for. So there's something on this school that he didn't pay for. where he has to leave all that shit there. Look at the sneakers are there, y'all. And y'all, listen. Stop playing these games, y'all. Stop fucking around. Stop playing these fucking games. The school is not going to open. He bought this school as a front. A project. Look, he's even bragging about having a projector. Listen, y'all. The school's a front. Up to this point, Lennon Honors and everybody else has been right about this. And by the way, it was Tariq Nasheed who started the drug rumor. He's the one who started that shit. Right? And people are going after Lennon because you're pussy. I understand that. Lennon's an easy target. He's trending right now. To drag Lennon is trending, but you can only do so much as far as dragging Lennon is concerned. That shit's gonna get boring after a while. Then you gotta deal with your man. Look at what this guy's doing. What are we doing here? At some point, you're gonna have to deal with your man. If I was advising Lennon, I'm just telling him, yo, you know what? And I'm like, yo, just stop doing the videos. Don't do any more videos and just watch this dude crumble. And in a way, not only do these guys not care about black people on a whole, they don't give a fuck about Umar. So at the end of the day, Umar is a black man. At the end of the day, he's a black man. And you should have some sort of sympathy for this dude to the point where you should say, yo, brah, this don't look good. What type of person, even if a big-time owner heard about this, let's see, they were talking about Snoop Dogg maybe asking him for, you think Snoop Dogg's going to look at this at the position he's in like, yo, I think I'm going to hit him off with $25,000. What's funny about that one, if Snoop Dogg in the midst of some sort of, weed haze and he's like, you know what, yeah, let me hit this nigga off with about $25,000 or whatever, Umar's going to find a way to sabotage the shit. Umar's going to find a way to sabotage the shit because if he was given that type of money, he would have to produce. Quick story about Umar. This is something you guys may not even know. Did you know that Umar did a reality show at one point? Real shit. Umar had a spot in Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm going to leave the link down in the description. Real shit. This was back in 2017, I believe. Just to give you an idea of how much Umar is such a sabotager. 2019, this motherfucker had a spot in the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think as a counselor. And this was around the time when he had that big debate with Roland. And one of the people who picked up the debate with Roland was this blogger called Lovely T. You guys probably know this chick. This chick has like 900,000 or a million subs. Big time. And a lot of the women, a lot of single mothers, not hood single mothers, a lot of these, upper class or I guess, middle class single mothers with a little bit of cheddar, Do you realize if Umar had cleaned himself up, right? And I'm kind of going off here. Well, let's just go back. Basically, he did the reality show. It was around the time that he had the interview with Roland Martin, where he steamrolled Roland and like 3 other people. Lovely T caught wind of that. She got on Umar's side and she's like, yo, Umar really handled himself. Fuck Roland and all this other shit, whatever. Could you imagine if she had done an interview with Umar and Umar got on her platform, cleaned himself up, and appealed to all those single mothers who still love him, right? How much money could this Negro could have got for his school that he cleaned them shit up? But then SETI later, like a couple of weeks later, SETI happened. And I should say months later, excuse me. And Lovely T caught wind of that. And after bigging up Umar for the Roland interview and saying Umar's, the shit and all this, she caught the SETI interview and like, yo, this nigga is crazy. He's out of his mind. All of it, he could have really set this up where he could have gotten some real money and he eventually sabotaged that shit. She did another video saying, yo, come get your man Umar. This dude don't want a school. He wants a cult. Don't you get it? When he says, listen, we just want people who are 100% in behind me or you're not behind me, he wants a cult. He doesn't want a fucking school. All right, and y'all are enabling the bullshit. So yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say. Y'all keep, to all the people who follow Umar, listen, y'all do whatever the fuck you want, y'all. To me, I'm gonna keep doing content on this dude, because this dude is comedy gold at this point. I've said before, this dude is just a meme. He's like the farting preacher at this point. You know what I mean? If y'all want to keep on enabling the bullshit, the school ain't happening. All right, he just showing you that. And now, all you did was give Lennon more ammo. And Lennon and everybody else is looking right now. This is why you niggas are moving away from the shit. And now you're going to look stupid as hell just bashing these dudes. You're going to look like just a bunch of bullies. Because what are you going to do with your man here making a fool of himself, bro? That's all I got to say. Like, share, subscribe. Peace, Cash App, and big up on yourself.